What is double cultivation in Buddhism and how it is used to abuse women?
You know, if you're in Vietnam and want to know about business, actually, if you're anywhere and want to know about business, you might want to check out Tom Peng. He doesn't fuck around. Yeah, Tom Peng. He's A-okay. Peace.
I haven't talked about Buddhism for a long time. I have a series of videos about Buddhism and business. You should look into it. I think there's some very good content there. Today I'm going to talk about the difference between Sutra and Tantra, okay, in Buddhism. And I'm going to talk about what they are. And I'm also going to share with you how bad people are using Tantra to do bad things to women. So a while back, there's news in Vietnam. There was this really old guy, some Buddhist guy, some fake Buddhist guy, right? He was like sleeping with a lot of women and he was fathering a lot of babies. There's even accusation of incest. They're doing DNA tests to find out what really happened. I don't know the name of the people, but you can look up the story. That's a tragedy. That is a terrible, terrible thing to happen to anyone. But how can that happen? Why would women, even his own relatives, his own family, sleep with him and make babies? Like, what causes people to do that? How can people be convinced to have sex with him and have babies doing something that's basically wrong, right? So today I'm going to share with you, in Buddhism, there's two types of teachings. There's Sutra and there's Tantra, okay? Sutra is basically what they teach. It's like the teaching from Buddha himself, the things that he said, the theological, the mindset stuff that he wants people to believe in, right? That is Sutra. It's the theory, it's the principles, it's the rules within the religion. That's Sutra. There's also Tantra. Tantra is like the secrets in Buddhism. And they say that, you know, the Tantra we don't share with people because it's a secret. Or it's something that's really difficult to understand, so they don't share it. I think that it's all fucking bullshit, okay? Because I understand Buddhism. The core principles of Buddhism are very simple. There's no such thing as Sutra, Tantra. It's all fucking made up shit, okay? But in Tantra, basically, it's forbidden. It's something that it's forbidden for people to learn. It's only if you are like some kind of high priest, you know, like a very educated monk, you can practice. It is forbidden. It's only for the people that can resist temptation. Oh, it's all fucking bullshit, okay? So in Tantra, what they believe is that you gotta do bad things in order to stay away from bad things. So that means if you don't want to eat meat, you have to eat meat so that you understand what eating meat is like, so that you will stop eating meat. It means that if you want to stop having sexual urges, you gotta have sex so that you understand what sex is like, so you will never want to have it. You will stop having that desire. It's fucking bullshit logic. But anyways, so that's what Tantra teaches. You gotta try all the bad things in order to stop doing those things. And this is not in normal Buddhism, but in Tibetan Buddhism or in Bhutan Buddhism, they take Tantra very, very seriously. In fact, there is a practice that you must have sex with girls in order to achieve nirvana, to achieve enlightenment. The idea is that you gotta have sex with girls, and while you're doing it, you don't focus on the sex and you don't really need it, you don't really want it. It's all fucking bullshit idea, okay? So you get all the girls to have sex with you, but when you're having sex, you don't really care about it. And that's the kind of the attitude you need to have to basically achieve enlightenment. It's all fucking bullshit. I keep on saying it's fucking bullshit, right? And this is a true story. There's a woman that came out, I think from Bhutan, that told people what happens in Bhutan's Buddhism Tantra, right? So basically, when she was 12 years old, some monk saw her and say, hey, would you like to be my partner? Let's do double cultivation. In Bhutan Buddhism Tantra, double cultivation is a way to achieve enlightenment through sex. When you're in Bhutan, people respect religious people very, very much. They respect the monks very, very much. So the girl said, yeah, okay, sure, right? And the monk took the girl back to the monastery, and then give the girl to his master. And his master got naked, and the girl got naked, and they sit in this position that they do in double cultivation. Basically, they're just having sex, all right? And then after they finished, the old master monk put 2 fingers into the vagina and took out the 2 pearls. They say 2 pearls, the red pearl and the white pearl. Basically what it is, the red pearl is blood from the virgin girl, and the white pearl is basically semen fluid from the old monk. And they take that 2 drops of liquid and put into the young monk's mouth, and he had to swallow it, and they have to recite some Buddhist chant, and then now the girl is no longer a human. The girl is now like a fairy princess, okay? And then the old monk give the girl to the young monk and say, now you take care of her, all right? And that is the practice in Bhutan or Tibetan Buddhism for hundreds of years. And they actually condone it. It's basically a legal form of sexual abuse. And eventually this girl, when she grew up, she actually had 2 children. And she realized this is wrong, this is sexual abuse. She wrote a letter to the Bhutan government, and finally they stopped this practice. Now, nowhere in the world this is allowed. However, sadly, a lot of bad people that pretend to be Buddhist monks, they're still using this to convince young girls to have sex with them. I think this is exactly what happened to the fake monk in Vietnam. They used these type of tantra teachings to convince people to give them money or to give them their virginity or sex, you know. So this is something that you gotta watch out for, all right? Don't fall for that. I think Buddhism is a beautiful religion, but still, anything can be perverted, anything can be used to do things that are basically inhumane, bad, immoral, unethical. So always be careful and don't fall for those type of scams. Now, going back to the Sutra and Tantra, in a way, I think it's true that you cannot just believe something based on theory. Like when you study religion or anything, oftentimes we read a book, we read the Bible or whatever books that come out of the religion, and we're studying the theory, but you gotta put it into practice. It's not just understanding the theory is not enough. You gotta put it into practice. And in a way, I think there is some truth to the thought that you gotta try everything in order to know what is right and wrong, good or bad. But hopefully you're smart enough to realize that when you try something bad, that you immediately, quickly realize it's bad, and you know how to get onto the right course. So for example, smoking is bad. I have never smoked in my life, but when I was 17, I did actually take a cigarette, put it in my mouth, and I inhaled, and I really hated it. And every part of smoking I hate, and I never touched it again. I don't do drugs, I never use marijuana, I don't do any of those things. Because I don't have a good relationship with things that are not good for me, right? And sometimes you gotta be able to experiment in order to know what's right or wrong. And same thing with finding the right person in your life. I mean, maybe it's a wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend. You gotta meet a lot of people. You gotta go through all the wrong people to find the right ones. So experience is very important, and life cannot just be based on theory. Take some fucking action and be careful what those monks are telling you, and don't be a fucktard.